schools.
Remember, folks, after party tonight's going to be right down in Margaritaville, so head on down and meet everybody down there. June 3rd, we also have the next installment of reality fighting, so be sure to come down for that. And your next fight, gonna be a professional match, fighting out of the blue corner from Ewing, New Jersey, representing Dante Rivera, BJJ. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, 145 pounds. Give it up for Tim Dooling.
Comes Tim Dooling. He's got two Ultimate Fighter veterans in his corner. He's got Dante Rivera, very accomplished mixed martial artist, and he's got Julian Lane, who's a UFC and CES veteran. Tim looks very, very intense coming down to the cage.
Dooling's coach Dante is a former reality fighting champ. He's also held titles for Ring of Combat, Cage Fighting FC, and several other top Northeast promotions. He's an incredible coach, and I think we're going to see an incredible pro fight.
And his challenger, fighting out of the red corner, from Waterbury, Connecticut, representing the Cage. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, 145 pounds, Dan Dubuque.
Here comes Dan Dubuque. He's a product of Danilo Sherman and Rob Cipriano. Two very accomplished martial artists in their own right. Both black belts in Jiu-Jitsu. Dan's their latest prospect. Very tough, well-rounded fighter.
Kevin McDonald holding down the reffing duties for this fight.
I'm really excited about this fight here. 3 5-minute rounds, featherweight action. Nice inside leg kick from Dan. Woo!
Dan's putting heavy pressure on him. Wide shots, wide kicks. Tim's managed to stand up to those first shots just fine. Trying to use his long reach. Switch into a southpaw stance. Let's see if he can do something with that.
Dan's displayed great head movement so far.
There's that liver kick that can be so effective when you
Tim's using his range very well, keeping Dan at the end of his strikes.
But Dan's doing a great job of catching most of the shots with his shoulders and rolling away from him, keeping that head just out of the pocket.
Dan reached down for a leg, decided to give it up.
Looks like Dan may have felt like he wasn't getting the better of the striking exchanges and hoped to take it to the ground.
Nice knees in the clinch here from Tim Dooling.
Dooling's confidence looks like it's increasing. Looks like he has a sense that he knows what the other fighter has and is confident he can win against it.
Dan's reversed the position, and Tim reverses again. And Dan reverses and puts Tim in the cage.
Nice clinch work from both of them. Dan's back to being evasive. Tim's back to striking from the outside.
Nice striking exchanges from both these guys here.
This is excellent technical and a little bit unusual striking.
They're keeping great head movement, though. Not a lot landing, a lot of punches getting thrown.
This is very smart fighting.
Nice kick to the body from Dan.
Dooling's eager to get in there and land those shots, but Dan's evasiveness is proving to be effective.
Nice right hand landed right there for Tim.
And a rare side kick, followed by a jumping left round kick. Mouthpiece gets knocked out. Referee stops the fight, puts mouthpiece in, restarts. Nice work by the ref.
These guys right back at it.
Looks like Tim's trying to bring a little chaos to this fight.
Good clinch work on the cage here from Tim, but Dan's got him tied up here. These guys are both very active in the clinch with knees. That's what I like to see. The knees in the clinch chip away at a fighter, and it pays off in the later rounds. And they're going at it right now, some dirty boxing.
It's a little Fry versus Takamiyama action. Beautifully broken up by Kevin the ref.
I love it.
Let's have a round of applause for our beautiful ring girl, Kayla.
A little bit of action from the first round. Watching that forward movement from Dooling versus the slick defensive movement from Dubuque.
A lot of work in the clinch here. Tim went with the Muay Thai plum. Round two, here we go. And Tim does not want to touch gloves. Nice inside leg kick.
Very nice Muay Thai technique.
Turned that hip over perfectly. Landed that shin on Tim's leg.
A spinning crescent kick. Straight out of a Chuck Norris movie.
There's body kick from Dan. Nice straight left from Tim in the southpaw stance. He goes back to orthodox here. It's a very even, well-matched fight.
Once again, great job by matchmaker Joe Cuff. Beautiful exchange.
These guys are throwing down. Nice combination from Dan. I like how he's mixing in the body kicks. Single leg attempt from Dan. And Tim's keeping that leg on the, or his shin on the hip of Dan. Lands a beautiful throw.
Spectacular takedown. Throw of the card, wasn't able to keep him down, but still a spectacular throw. Staying heavy on him. Heavy pressure.
Good job from Dan turning into Tim.
Dan is showing tremendous ability to avoid real danger.
I like how Tim's keeping his head driven into Dan's face up against the cage. It's a very underutilized tool in the clinch.
It's particularly hard when you're a little bit taller than your opponent.
Tim never stops. He's in there. He's throwing hammer fists at Dan's legs.
Both fighters are relentless, threatening cage control, knees, strikes, takedowns.
Dan drops for a double into a single.
Managed to pick a leg up for his trouble.
Tim's got good balance from here, though. He's up against the cage, standing on one foot.
Managed to secure that plum.
Nice elbow from Dan over the top.
Hard left middle kick.
Superman.
Punch.
That was cool.
His best combination of the card so far.
I think Dan's kind of finding his range here with the striking, more than in the first round.
Dan's managing to find angles of attack that work, and his defensive rhythm is very impressive. It's keeping him out of any real trouble.
Nice body kick from Dan. Tim hangs right in there. He gets hit and he marches forward, lands his own punches.
Fake spinning back fist into a jab. That was pretty slick. Not sure I ever saw it quite set up like that.
Nice short punches from Tim there in the clinch. He's got Dan's back. Nice takedown by Tim, and he
Beautiful
lands on,
takedown. Ends up threatening back control.
good scramble
Reverse.
from Dan. Dan ends up on top here. Looks like we're going to get a bit of groundwork here.
Be interesting to see if Dan's strategy here is to pass or to strike.
10 seconds left in the round. And I think that late takedown paid off very well for Dan.
I agree completely. Took that one 10-9.
Dan's not breathing heavy. He's very composed. Neither is Tim. Both these guys are well conditioned.
Got a little replay of some of the action from round 2. There's the takedown of the night so far, followed up by a couple of short, sharp shots. Beautiful Superman, followed by several punches landing at unique angles. And there's another takedown.
I couldn't hear Tim's corner, but over in Dan's corner, I believe I heard Rob Cipriano giving him some great advice of staying busy to dictate the action. When Dan's throwing the combinations and dictating his pace of the fight, it seems like he's winning the striking exchanges. And I have to agree with his corner's advice of keeping up the productivity here, being first and not looking to counter.
Dan continues to move evasively and strike from unusual angles.
Tim's in on the takedown, single leg, beautiful.
Success. Dan's looking to sweep. Nice elbows from top. That can actually pop a rib.
Great elbows from the top from Tim.
But gave him the space he needed to reverse the position.
Now Dan's on top.
Another great scramble.
Dan's got great pressure with his opponent on the cage. That's what I've noticed throughout this fight.
I think a huge part of Dan's game is extremely intelligent. He's really trying not to take a lot of punishment. He's very comfortable in close, where even if you do get hit, it's not with a lot of leverage. And he's always sliding out of the pocket when he's on the outside. It's a very, very smart game to play in a dangerous sport. Jockeying for position back and forth against the cage wall. Mixing in strikes and knees.
I like how both fighters are active in the clinch with knees. It's like Tim went for a bit of a throw and came up short on that. Tim just landed a nice right hand on Dan. Dan ate it.
Yeah, Dan clearly isn't trying to avoid the punches because he can't take one. He just prefers not to.
Dan, he was looking up at the clock. Tim fires away, knees in the clinch on him. Tim's digging for that tie plum. Settles for the underhook. Dan just ate a short uppercut from the clinch there from Tim. Great job from Tim of avoiding getting put on the cage by Dan.
Very savvy block with that mule kick against the cage.
Nice liver kick from Dan.
Beautiful liver shot. Just when I thought he was starting to fade a little bit, he comes back.
Only a minute left in this fight. Both guys are firing.
Beautiful evasive head movement from Dan. Again, striking at angles.
Some nice Dutch kickboxing from Dan. He throws a left, a right, or a right and a left, but he lands with or he ends with a leg kick.
Clean shot from Tim there. Dan is just hard as hell to hit.
Yeah, he's got crazy head movement. It's constant.
It's like trying to punch a swarm of bees.
Tim comes in for the takedown, gets a single leg.
10 seconds left.
Tim might have stolen that round. Nice way to end the fight.
Great fight between two gentlemen.
Great fight.
Folks, let's give both these round fighters a big round of applause. Outstanding performance.
It's a hell of a fight.
I think defense was the edge in that fight, and it's gonna give Dan the victory.
He never stopped moving his head. And I think you're right. I think that might have been the key to victory here.
A lot of guys will move their head when they're getting backed up and beat on, but he was moving his head just as much when he was attacking. Little highlight of the action now. Those elbows from top were brutal. I've seen those end fights before. You can actually hear a rib pop sometimes. There was a liver shot, and here was the final Superman with seconds to go. Landed right on the money, but
what I liked from Dan in this fight was that he would throw his punching combinations, but he ended with kicks, body kicks, leg kicks. Too many guys are content to throw their hands and then stop, stand there, and kind of look at their work. More or less a Dutch style of kickboxing. You throw maybe a right hand, a left hook, and a right hand. He went with an inside leg kick. You throw a left hook, a right hand, and a left hook, and you end with a roundhouse leg kick. And Dan was busy the whole time ending his combinations with kicks. I really like that.
I did as well, and right up until you, right before you said it, I was going to say that is what you learn in Dutch kickboxing in the first 10 lessons or something. Get them thinking about your hands, come at them with weird angles, and then finish up with a low kick. We've got Mike Green coming in the ring to make the decision official.
Ladies and gentlemen, all three judges score the bout 29-28 for your winner, Tim Dooling.
I think the late takedowns might have won the night for Tim. It was a great fight from both guys. Don't get me wrong, it was a great fight. And I think Tim hit some takedowns in there and scored some good positioning.
It was an excellent fight. Either way, I wouldn't be unhappy with
listen.
it.
You know what Dante just said to me? He said, give them the fight of the night bonus. Absolutely, you guys. Best fight of the night. You guys see me later, I'll take care of you. Tim, awesome fight, man. You guys, like, slugged it out the entire fight. You guys ate like 1,000 punches. Tell me a little bit about the game plan coming in, what happened, and your thoughts on the fight.
Hey, man, the game plan was to keep it standing, come in there, hit him with the punches, hit him with the kicks, and I hit him with everything I had. He kept coming forward. It's a great fight. Hey, if you're booing this fight, you don't know fighting. This man, he did an awesome job.
Hey, don't boo, don't boo, don't boo. We left it in here. He's a beast. The judges saw it his way. Don't boo him, cheer him, cheer him. Come on, guys, come on.
Listen, you guys, again, a big round of applause for both guys, because that was an awesome fight.
Hey, look, I know I came in here out of state against a hometown boy, and, you know, I'm the bad guy, and that's okay, but my job was to come here and put on a show, and I think that's what we did, and, you know, I can't ask for anything more. I like it. Boo all you want, cheer all you want. I love you guys either way.
Hey, man, regardless, it was an awesome fight. Dante, come here, buddy. You guys, Dante Rivera from the UFC. This guy is a black belt under Ricardo Almeida, one of our original reality fighting fighters. Champion 2004, went on to fight in the UFC, has a very, very successful school down in New Jersey, and bringing all of his guys up from Jersey to fight for us, and obviously very talented fighters. Dante, it's awesome to have you up here, and I'm glad that you've done very well, and thank you very much for bringing your guys out and fighting tonight. All right. You guys, give them both a big round of applause. Thank you very much, guys. And you guys, we haven't seen the last of Dan Dubuque. He's awesome, man. He'll be back. The Cage, Danilo,
Yeah, don't worry. I'll just call
Rob.
the title.
Every reality fight, and these guys are here. We'll see them back. We can't wait. That's right, June 3rd.
Up next, we have a highly, highly anticipated women's title fight.
Are you ready for the Women's Reality Fighting Featherweight Championship title bout? Fighting out of the blue corner, from Brighton, Michigan, representing Michigan top team. She stands 5'8", 135 pounds, Callie Honey Badger Cutler.
I'm really excited about this fight. I'm a huge fan of women's mixed martial arts. I think they often have a better attitude than do the men. And to be honest, since the strength to weight ratio is a little lower, you get a few more punches to the face, which is exciting. Callie's coach, Darren Cruikshank, is a former UFC fighter who's coming off of a big win in Risen Fighting Federation in Japan.
And her challenger, fighting out of the red corner, representing Waterbury, Connecticut, training at Underdog BJJ. She stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, 135 pounds, Jessie the Widowmaker